Do you want to make your HR a value-adding function? There have been lots of developments in the last 50 years since the time we started the first HR department. HR went through a series of transformations. We started in mid-70s HR as a set of systems meant to build competencies, commitment and culture. Later, we transformed it to be a function, HR function, which included personal administration and employee relations besides human resource development. Unfortunately, human resource development, which is the main contributor, main value addition to organizational performance, got diluted because everyone started renaming themselves as HR. So as the function got diluted, we wanted to refocus and started the National HRD Network. Today, HRD has become not merely the job of HR department, but a job of everyone. Every person should take care of his or her own development, learning and growth. When everyone takes care of it, I think the country grows. So HR has become very significant. Post-pandemic, HR also has become more significant in terms of taking care of the health of every employee, not only employee, the society, the stakeholders of corporations and so on. So HR is today very significant part of the life of everyone. HR today is a way of living, it's a philosophy, it is a set of values. However, while everyone should take care of their own development, learning and so on, the HR department has a special role to play. HR function has a special role to play. I always maintain that HR is a part of the business. Without HR, there is no business. It's not merely a strategic business partner, but it is business itself. So if you have a good HR function, you can do your business well. There are two sides of the same coin. One strengthens the other. But in order to do that, you need to be having four pillars of HRD. First pillars are your systems and practices, which you have evolved over a period of time. Your systems and practices may be appraisal system, or maybe training and development, maybe career planning and development, maybe potential appraisal, feedback and coaching, organization development. I think there are about half a dozen systems. In fact, I think there can be more nowadays, which are very, very important. Not all systems are important for every industry. It all depends upon the kind of industry you are in and the size of your industry and so on. For example, if you are a small industry, what is important for you may be a performance management system. But if you are a large industry, climate surveys and a whole lot of other organization development interventions may become very important for you. So are you having the right kind of HR systems? How mature are they? How strong are they? This is the first pillar of a good value-adding human resource development. That is having right HRD systems and practices. We have identified about a dozen HR systems. I think the latest to be added in this is the work from home as a system. Are you having the right policies? Are they being well understood by people? Are they communicated well? Is there clarity? Are they structured well? Are they implemented well? These are all the things that will make the system pillar pretty strong. This is of course explained in my book, the new edition of the book, HRD Score Card 2500, where we have given about 1,000 points to assess the strength of each one of the systems and practices you have, including the practices include stakeholder management, work from home, employee engagement, quality concerns, safety and health services and things like that. So you will find in this new book, HRD Score Card 2500, an updated post-pandemic version of managing and measuring the strength of the HRD systems and practices pillar. The second pillar that is very important in managing HR or making sure that there is a value adding human resource is to have competent people, particularly of significance in terms of the having competent people or the HR people, all those whom you employ. Nowadays, sometimes I find the younger generation coming from management schools lack depth of understanding. They probably spend more of their time with multimedia, not going in depth to understand anything like recruitment, what are the various ways of recruiting, competency mapping, performance appraisal, and things like that. So it's very important that the HR people are equipped with the right kind of knowledge and skills in managing HR. They should understand, they should be knowledgeable, they should be conceptually sound. So the second pillar is strong. If you have strong HR people, that is not enough. It is important to have all your employees competent, with a learning kind of an attitude. So we have the evaluation of competencies in terms of the line managers as well as other workmen, other employees. We also have a part of the competency evaluation or competency pillar devoted to the top management. We discovered over years of research by TVRLS as well as before that at IIM Ahmedabad, we discovered that the leadership styles play a very, very important role in terms of making the top management have the right impact and get the best out of people. So we have devoted in competency pillar also some space, about 100 points out of 500 points for the top management styles. So if you have a pillar of competencies in which I think the HR people are very competent, line managers and employees are learning oriented, and top management have the right styles, and HR department has credibility, then you have a strong second pillar. The third pillar that we have explained in this book of HRD Score Card 2500 is the importance of culture. Several years ago, researchers have demonstrated that it's very important. You may have good practices, but if they don't result in the right kind of HRD culture, the practices will have limited impact on organizational financial performance. This is what Father Abraham's study and many other studies have indicated. Since then, we have been working on the HRD climate and organizational climate. So the third pillar is good if you have continuously measuring HRD culture and organizational culture and values and make it pretty stronger. In this context, the POCTOPACE values, purpose, openness, collaboration, trust, autonomy, authenticity, proactiveness, confrontation, learning, and discipline. I think these are the 11 values which are very important, which constitute a good HR culture. So in the third pillar, we have given details about how to make the third pillar strong, what constitutes the third pillar, and so on. So the fourth pillar is really measuring actual value addition and how your HR practices, systems are linked to the organizational productivity. We measure organizational outcomes in three different ways. First way is how much is the intellectual capital being built. Intellectual capital are invisible, intangible assets being built by the organization. It's very important. Things like customer base, the product, brand kind of an image, the strong structures, all these kinds of things create an intellectual capital. In addition, your talent management, the talent you have and the processes that you have already used for managing talent become the part of the fourth pillar. Another significant part of the fourth pillar is actual financial performance. So our HRD scorecard's fourth pillar consists of intellectual capital as well as human capital and financial performance. They are all examined in terms of their linkages with HR systems, competencies, and then HR culture. So friends, these four pillar approach is explained in this book, HRD Scorecard 2500, the second edition. And we have also paid special attention to work from home as a HRD system. So there is the mechanisms to evaluate this, and we have given at the end an important questionnaire to measure the work from home suitability. You can use the tool, assess for some individuals how suitable it is, and improve the organizational interventions so that everyone who works from home maximizes their contributions and value addition to the company. So this is what the HRD Score Card 2500, the second edition, is about. It's available from Amazon as well as Kapdiwala Books, and you can write to us at TVRLS, write to us www.tvrls.com, or you can write to us at tvrlsblr@gmail.com. We'll be happy to send you a copy. Reading this book will help you to relook at your function. At least it will help you to ask right kind of questions. This book should be read not only by the HR departments, it should be read by top management, and it should also be read by line managers. Constitute a committee which can examine whether your HR is adding value or not using this particular book. If you like, we'll be happy to train you. I think all that it needs is maybe a day session. It can even be done in a shorter 3-hour session. We will give those kind of sessions, equip you to understand this book well. I think with a small investment in your attempt to renew your HR department, you can achieve a hell of a lot. You can make your company more impactful, build a lot of invisible kind of a talent, and do the right kind of things in your people management systems, practices, values, and so on. So I hope you will make use of this opportunity. Grab a copy of this book and get in touch with us and enhance the value addition of your people function, people leadership. Build leaders, make everyone a leader so that value can be added phenomenally. Thank you very much for listening to this long talk. All the best. Bye.